Yo, it's Ari doing very own episode of Hot Ones. Aries Eats presents Hot Ones. We got Mr. Bubby Poo stuffing his mouth with regular heat wings, not non-heat wingies. Say hi, Smoo. My roommate. we got the kiddos over here, so don't expect there to be no noise in the background. Hey, it's Ari. As you may or may not know, I'm a really big fan of the show Hot Ones, and I've been putting off buying the Hot Ones little triple pack because it's like $40, but I got drunk one night. And I was like, fuck it. So here we are. I decided, hey, why not do my own little Aries Eats episode of Hot Ones? So whipped up some wings. I got my buddy Bubby over here.
Bubby here.
Yeah, so we'll do the first wing is the classic Hot Ones. I've been wanting to try this one for a long time. So heard the flavor's really good. I think it's chili maple. Kind of interesting. That one's good. Not very hot, but that's what you want in the beginning, right? I love how people do hot ones and they're like, eat the first wing and they're like, hey, there's nothing. Oh. Alright.
What is your favorite childhood memory in Castese?
I don't even know what that is. California. I'm
Sorry,
assuming.
Castaic. What is your favorite childhood memory in Castaic?
When you say childhood, you just mean like under 18 or like as a kid?
In general.
Like a little kid?
What's the most memorable thing about
I would
Castaic?
say
Besides the fact
13.
that it's a truck stop.
That's a child.
My first year there, I moved there when I was in like 3rd grade. And it was an adjustment, but I made friends, and we used to catch frogs in the soccer field. There was a hole and there was frogs in it. And I remember somebody smuggled the frog into the classroom one year. I let it go, and that teacher was pissed.
That's weird. You also did that last night. Do you remember that?
I did. There was a frog on the pool, and I caught the frog that was out in our white trash pool, and I brought it in the house, and I put one of these numbers like that. And I said, oh, what's that? And this frog jumped around the kitchen, and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know anything about it.
Hell yeah, brother, there's a frog in the house.
He was pretty obvious.
This next one, I put this shit on everything. This peach habanero from Buc-ee's. Really, really good. So this isn't anything new for me, but I figured... It's a Buc-ee's.
Freaking peanut gallery.
So I figured that I'll just throw that one in there because I like it. I enjoy it. I don't think I've ever put it on a wing.
You say you put on everything, now you just say you ain't put on the wing before.
That's how you clean a wing, brother. I haven't eaten wings in a long time.
All right, before we left California, what's your favorite California memory of all time? What's your favorite that you can only do in California?
What do we do in California?
Be a commie?
Huh?
What? Support liberal shit?
I feel like most people would say the beach, but my dad was a big surfer, so he dragged me to the beach every Saturday, whether I wanted to go or not. And for the first like 5 or 6 years, it was cool. But then I was just like, can we do something else, please? And he's like, nope. And he always forced me to go with. Like, not going was not an option. I think it's just my mom didn't want me in the house.
No comment.
To answer the question, my favorite thing to do is probably go to Oak Tree with my buddies and shoot. And it was a really cool gun range that I was a member at. They had skeet shooting. They had what's that called when you go out on a little course? Sporting
gun or just for play?
Sporting clays. And they had a bar there, and they had a fucking mean-ass double bacon cheeseburger. So you could go shoot around with your buddies, go to the bar. They sold these 32-ounce mugs for like $6, dude.
So it's like a Mexican joint with guns.
It's a gun club, but yeah, you go in there and get a 32-ounce Budweiser for $6. So you shoot like a round of clays with your buddies. You go in there, you get like 2 of those, $12. You get a bacon cheeseburger. And then you shoot the second round with a little bit of a buzz. Sometimes you do a little bit better. All right, this one's the Rojo. Also a Hot Ones product, the Rojo. Oh, it looks like it got a little bit of chicken. Snuck its way down here. All right, the Rojo. Aha, there's a feather stuck to this one. Yeah.
Legit. Little Slim Shady in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Got some heat on it there, bud.
Dude, that's good. That one's really good. That might be my new favorite over the peach habanero. It's like I read on the bottle it says it's got applewood smoked jalapenos, a little bit of habanero, and the citrusy. Really good. I like that one. I'm a fan. Not that hot, but
So you talked about your dad.
yeah.
What's your favorite Greg Gilbert memory?
Oh man. So I've told this story a bunch of times. I'm sure you've probably heard it, Bob.
I've never met him, but if it's a story I'm thinking of, it's my favorite too.
You talking about the shark test or the first car? So as I mentioned before,
Well, both of us are pretty big.
both of them are good. As I mentioned before, my dad would drag me to the beach every weekend. And when I was real little, like, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, 9 years old, my dad would drive around Ventura and he would look at all the different breaks to see where the good surf was at. And so we'd go to a lot of different beaches. And whenever we'd go to a beach that I had never been to before, I would always say, Dad, there's not sharks at this beach, are there? Because, you know, I was a stupid little kid. And he would always usually just be too annoyed to, like, address the situation. So he'd always just say, like, no, there's no sharks here, which is ridiculous. No, there's no sharks at this beach. No, there's no sharks at this beach. And one day, I guess he was in a mood. And we got to this beach, and we're sitting on the beach, and I said, Dad, there's no sharks in this water, is there? And he said, I think you're old enough for me to show you how to test for sharks. And I was like, you can test for sharks? And he said, yeah. He said, come down to the water with me. I said, all right. So we walked down the water. He's like, all right, first thing you're going to want to do, dip your finger in the water. I said, all right. I said, what do I do next? He said, all right, now put your finger in your mouth. I said, okay. Put my finger in my mouth. He said, is it salty? And I said, yeah. He said, there's sharks in it. That's just the one I always go back to. But there's
Classic.
Lots of Greg Gilbert.
Greg Gilbert classic.
Yeah. So next one. This is a Trader Joe habanero. This one's pretty hot. This one's got some heat on it, but it's more of like a slow burn. This one kind of punches you in the mouth and hangs around for a little bit. So. I used to like this one a lot, but after trying this one's just like vinegary and just hot for the sake of being hot, kind of.
What's your favorite Cousin Jason memory?
Fucking cousin Jason.
Where do you start?
Huh?
Where do you start?
Well, I don't think either one of you have heard this one before. I gotta keep it somewhat PG because his daughter's on there and everything. We do a lot of stupid shit.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs, Jordan, earmuffs. But I don't know what the statute of limitations on this would be, but it was probably like 12 years ago that this happened. No, more than that. Probably like 13, 14 years ago. Me and cousin Jason were living in Nanny's house in Northridge. Nanny's our grandma. She had kind of like a crash pad whenever you were in between residences, you would just go live there. So me and cousin Jason were living there at the same time. And I had just gotten a new AR-15. And this place is in the middle of the valley, in the middle of Northridge. Train tracks right behind the house. A lot of you have been there, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm like, man, I really can't wait to take this thing out and shoot it. And I'm like, me and cousin Jason are in the backyard drinking, and it's getting dark, and we're just hanging out in the backyard. Big backyard, So he's like, oh, why don't you just shoot it back here? Kind of like calling my bluff. And I was like, it's not a bad idea. If we wait till the train goes by, the train will probably muffle out the sound of the shot. And Nanny will never even know what happened. She'll just, because the train is so loud right behind the house. So he's like, yeah, Cousin Jason's like, that's a good idea. So
Drinking milk already?
Yeah, this one's hot. So we take the AR outside, and we're just waiting for a train to go by. So probably like around 10, we hear the train coming. We're like, oh shit, here we go. And he's sitting in a wheelchair because my grandma had a wheelchair that she used sometimes. And so he grabs the AR and clicks the safety off. I got a picture of my phone, I'll show you. And he's sitting in a wheelchair like this with an AR-15, and the train goes blowing by the house. And he pulls the trigger, shoots it at a tree or something in the backyard. And it's fucking loud. Dude, like real loud. And we're both like, oh shit.
Way louder than a train, brother.
And as soon as the train's gone, my grandma comes flying outside. What the hell was that? And we're looking at each other, we're like, what do you mean the train went by? She's like, I've been living here 50 years and I ain't never heard the train make a noise like that before.
Train backfired.
So I don't remember how it ended, but we basically just, she went back inside. We were like, oh shit, that was way louder than I thought it was going to be. Right. This one's ghost pepper and blueberry. It's pretty hot as well. I'm really not looking forward to getting right here. Anyway. My eyes are already watering.
Suck it up, cream puff. Sure, big head.
Flavor's really good on that one. I've always liked the flavor of this one. I think this one's hotter than this one. Probably switch those.
Too late now.
Alright. You got any more questions? You got a question?
I have a couple.
Are they appropriate?
I don't know. What's your favorite memory with your mom?
Favorite memory with my mom. See, going to the beach with my mom was different. And I remember we'd go to a different beach. And it wasn't a surfing beach. It was a hang out, listen to Inner Circle, and eat snacks in the sand and run and play with other kids' beach. But no, I'd say one of my favorite memories of my mom was when she came out here to visit and we went to Gatlinburg. That was super cool. Her and I, we all went to that Cajun restaurant in Gatlinburg, and her and I got drunk together on the balcony overlooking Gatlinburg. That was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. All right, here we go. This is my buddy Mark's. This glass is leaking.
Yeah, that's all right.
This is my buddy Mark's hot sauce, SoCal Chili Head hot sauce. Who he was nice enough to sponsor me for my fight, but I lost. But it was still nice of him. This is a habanero, and you see it says extra hot, and that's no bullshit. It's extra hot. I accidentally got this sauce confused with another one of his sauces that is more mild. And I made a bomb mash shrimp burrito and accidentally filled it with that shit, and it was shrimp, so I couldn't not eat it. And oh man, burnt my ass up. Here we go.
What are you doing, Harry?
I'm trying to make a video, but you're interrupting.
He's eating wings.
The kid's trying to get famous, bro.
He's just drinking this juice, staring at me.
Yeah, he's like, what's
He's
up,
like,
bro?
are you a movie star?
Why are we eating wings?
You know?
For a video.
Why am I eating wings? What?
For a video.
He's famous.
I was going to answer and he just lost interest and walked away.
Never mind.
He's like, you're taking too long now. How were the wings? Were they good?
Well, we didn't get to try any good sauces like you, but you know.
Try this one. It's really good.
Yeah, we didn't buy any.
Dare you?
It's not that spicy.
Was this
It's really
the
good.
one? This is the one you said you actually like.
Yeah, that one's really good.
What's your favorite SCV memory?
Oh,
I don't know what
If it's not meeting me, you're wrong.
you know, it's hard to narrow it down to just one. I spent the first, what, 20, how old were we when we moved here? 26? 27?
7.
I spent the first 26, 27 years there, so.
Okay, what's your favorite Valencia memory?
Valencia High School?
Yeah. Or Bowman High School.
So Valencia High School. There was this teacher, a lot of you guys probably remember him.
Killinger.
Mr. Shagrood. He looked like a fucking great value Donald Trump. And he was barely a teacher, so he taught like driver's ed and health. He may have taught something else, but I never had him. But we had health, me and a couple of my other friends, and we sat in the corner of the classroom, which is, you know, if you're a troublemaker, that's where you sit. And we would make this stupid noise in class all the time, like that. It's in the middle of class, and he would always, and we would always, like I would do it, and somebody else would do it. So he would think like, all right, it's coming from over here, and then like he'd hear it over there and be like, oh shit, like wouldn't know where it's coming from. So one day,
I need some wings.
he got a rough idea of where it was coming from, and he just sent like 4 of us to the office, and I was like, no. And it was actually me that did it that time.
Is that why you got kicked out of Valencia?
Part of it didn't help. But,
Was that before or after?
But
You
was
threw
it-
a chair at a teacher.
That's the story that I'm telling that you just ruined.
Oh, now it's gone.
So anyway, he God, she's the worst interviewer ever. Don't get mad.
Fucking roommates.
Roommates. So we all know the story ends with me throwing a chair at a teacher, but so he sent like 4 of us to the office, and I wasn't having it. I was like, that's not justice. That's not justice. And got up in his face, told him fuck you and all this stuff, and refused to leave. And the school resource officer came to the room and was like, you can either come with me willingly or I can drag you out. And I was like, well, shit. So I grabbed one of those desks with the table in front of it and I chucked it. I didn't throw it at him. I threw it right by him purposely. And I could see the fear in his eyes. But yeah, that didn't help me. I had to go. I got suspended for like 2 or 3 days after that. And yeah, it didn't help my situation with staying at Boythia. All right, last out time. We're already burning up pretty good. A little Dabby Poo. That's a pretty good Dabby Poo. Go time, brother. Already getting hot. No lag on the dab on that one, brother. Flavor's good. That's hot.
Hey,
Oh man.
why are you laughing?
Try a little finger of that one.
The last dab, brother.
Bubby's going in for a little Dabby Poo.
That is good flavor.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, man.
is also very hot.
Oh. Give it a few seconds.
I don't think I need it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, putting that on a wing, that's probably a little much.
At least it's not the bomb. The bomb is the one sauce that I don't have it here, but
Thank God for that.
it's one that burns up everybody. Everybody loses their shit whenever they get to that one. Oh my god, that's hot, dude.
Yeah, that's a hot one.
Look at Mr. Big Head enjoying his wingies.
That kind of starts out with really nice flavor and then
Oh
just
my
melts
God.
your face.
Oh. Well, I guess that concludes Aries Eats Hot Ones. Oh my god, dude. That was bad.
The little
It's getting
finger,
worse.
that little finger I took was nice and hot. I can only imagine a whole wing.
It's still getting worse. It's still burning. Like, getting worse and worse. My lips are on fire. Oh.
Here, wash it down with this. Much lighter.
You got a hair in your nuts. Go to Amazon and buy this Hot Ones. You know, whew,
He's crying.
I commend the celebrities that are able to go on there and answer questions because I'm like all fucking scatterbrained, cattywampus now. And I'm out of order. Careful around the eyes. All right, thanks everybody. I'm gonna go take a cold shower.